Hi, this is a short video to walk you through the new Coaching for Sales Success site and the new coaching tool. This site I won't go through in detail. This will be the launching place for Coaching for Sales Success. You'll get here through either the BMS page or the Sales Leadership site. You have 3 sections up on the top. This area will reinforce the material that Dennis Chapman went through in the Lansdowne breakout sessions for coaching, managing, and leading. We'll reinforce the material there that Dennis rolled out. This Coaching for Sales Success is where you'll get the Coaching for Sales Success document for how to do appropriate coaching, as well as the online activity tracker and the offline Excel-based activity tracker. And then this is the fact-based coaching that talks through how do you coach to the specific opportunity. But what we're interested in now is this. When a sales manager comes into the site, they will see the coaching plans here for their sales team. So they will see only their team's plans. But they'll see them most recent at the top. They can click directly to go edit a previous coaching document, or they can sort by date, sort by sales professional. They can even search and find them. So that's easy for them to pull out one for maybe a month old, one for Aaron Vorwald, easy to get to. Otherwise, you can click new item, go directly into a new coaching plan, which I'll do in just a second. This section here is designed to be a place for managers to maybe ask a question to another manager, have a discussion board where they can coach and get best practices. So when I click on new item for coaching plan, I go directly into this form. The coaching plan is broken into 2 sections. One is the coaching guidelines. The other is the managing metrics. So we broke that up because we want our managers to spend time focusing on the coaching and skill development as opposed to just trying to capture the numbers. So we made it very easy. So I put a date, let's just say it's today. And then I choose a sales professional in here. This is how I will log it. So I'm going to choose Eric and Alec. This is how I'll end up logging and tracking this coaching plan. This section here tells me how, as I prepare for this coaching plan, what should I do to prepare? So let's go get the workbook. When we click on this item, we will actually download and get the Coaching for Sales Success, the management metrics. This will be broken down and we'll provide it every month, an updated document. Once the month has been finalized, we will provide the new document with all new figures so that it calculates appropriately the funnel as well as performance by both lead and lag indicators in this. So I choose here, Sales Professional, drop down, let me choose Eric and Alec. It will automatically populate immediately with where he works, who his manager is, VP, employee start date. I put in the date if it's not already there. I put in the date to make sure I know what month I'm looking at. And then this information here, the appointment ratio, this is going to automatically populate as soon as we start to get data out of the machine. Book of Business will start to display this at the end of April. So starting in May, we'll be able to start to pull this data out of the Book of Business and have it populate in here automatically. Currently, it's a yellow tab, so you'll need to populate it yourself. And here, you'll see that all these yellow tabs is all the ones that you'll fill out. You can't fill out any other spot. So I'm going to put in a ratio. This is what is the ratio of prospecting to appointments. So how many people, let's just say for easy, how many people do you have to call before you get an appointment? How many people do you have to email? So this is rough of how many touches before you get an appointment. Proposal ratio is of those appointments, how many of them do you then do proposals for? Let's just say 25%. Of the proposals that you make, how many of them do you close? We're going to say this is a good salesperson, 50%. And what's your average opportunity size? We're going to say $2,000 for this. The next thing I have is rejects. The rejects, the reason it's in this section is because this impacts whether you actually make your number for the month. Because if you close 1 out of 2 deals, but 1 out of 2 deals gets rejected, then you need to be selling more. So the reject rate shows based on the rolling 90 percentage of the rejects of the orders that have been put through for the sales professional. Scrolling down now into this next section of the performance numbers by month, I see the performance for Eric. These are real numbers based on March close. March 1980, 44% of plan. February 1269, 28% of plan. January 10,236% of plan. So I see both in these numbers, as well as in the performance at a glance document or graph over here, I can see his rolling 90 year to date as well as month over month performance very quickly, very easily. So I have his rolling 90 and sales and performance are currently the same because we've just started the second quarter. I also have revenue performance year to date, pulls directly out of all this data pulls from the Tony Rodona report. So we have his his year to date revenue performance as well. This tells me, is he selling more or less month over month? This is just a mathematical difference between this month and last month. This is the funnel. What does Eric have in his funnel? Looking at April, May, and June. These are month discrete. So he has 12 opportunities expected to close in April, totaling $58,550. He has no opportunities with a scheduled close date of May, and he has 3 opportunities with a scheduled close date of February, totaling $3,603. Again, these are month discrete using expected close date. This is 50% or greater in the funnel. Totaling that up, he has 15 opportunities right now in the 90-day funnel, 50% or greater, totaling $62,153. His quota is $4,500. That also pulls from the folder. This funnel requirement is based on his ability to close deals and his quote. So it will change based on his close ratio. If he closes 75%, oops, not 750%, then he doesn't need as many deals in his funnel. If he closes 20%, he needs a lot more in his funnel to cover that. So again, this is math based on his ability to move things through the sales cycle. That's it for the management metrics. This lets me analyze the data now and see what can I tell about Eric. Okay, so he had a great month, he's having a good year, but that's not 100% to year-to-date plan is not enough. We show that he's declining month over month. He had one big month and then 2 very slow months. And he has a lot in his current funnel, not a lot in his long-term funnel. So these are things that I'll be looking at in coaching. Plus his 29% reject rate. All this will go into our coaching document. So I save this now. I can print this form, number 1. I click print. It will automatically format it, send it to my printer. If I reset the form, it will clear all these fields so that I can enter another one in right now. And then I click Save Form, and that will then open up the Save dialog box, and I will save this as Eric Ganalik, April. Okay, that's saved, and now I go back to my form, and I'm still in this form. I can click here, choose this file. Let me go into my documents, XO Performance. Let me attach my Eric Ganalik. Simple as that. The metrics management document is also attached into this folder or into this file so that I can get at it later. Even if I'm looking 3 months down the road and I want to look at this coaching plan, I can actually pull up the workbook and look and see what was I thinking when I put this plan together. So right there, it's attached. Also, manager can see it, director can see it, Mindy can see it. Now as we move through the coaching document, my next piece is to open the conversation with my sales professional and walk through what we're expecting to get out of this meeting. And now after my analysis of the book of business, I'm going to talk to him about his closing ratios. I can use the activity calculator to walk through those again. And what is my overall analysis of these metrics? So again, less time focused on getting the numbers, more time focused on what do the numbers mean. As I scroll down into the actual coaching plan now, I can look at what are the areas that I need to improve. What are the levers that I can move in order to affect change in my sales professional? Maybe it's opportunity value, maybe for Eric it's overall funnel strength. I can also choose other and put that data in. Now I want to put in a SMART goal, smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound, that will walk me through what am I asking Eric to achieve in this coaching plan. So I want to be very specific about what I'm trying to put through, and I will put those words in here. Ratio will drop. Now, what's the best option for the skill development? So I've said I want to develop now his proposal ratio. What am I going to help him do with that? So maybe it is meeting planning, strategic deal planning, solution creation. So if I choose that, I will then put in what tools and resources are required to develop the above skill. This will be a drop-down menu that will have the specific choices in it before this goes live. And then the development piece, what specific immediate actions will you take to develop the skill? Who else do you need to engage? And then when are you expecting to see some follow-up? You'll put in those dates here. That's all you do. Now, depending on your what browser you're using, you will choose edit, commit, save, or you'll just choose commit save. Depends on what browser you're using. And now, when I come back to this site, the Coaching for Sales Success home, I will see that this has popped up. My brand new coaching plan for Eric is right here that I've just done. All of the reporting for this site is still being built out, but over the next couple of weeks we'll start to develop reports that are easy to click on. We'll put in security for who can look at these reports, but just for a couple examples, as a sales manager, I can go into my coaching plans and I see all the coaching plans that I have. We'll build out this to see exactly what fields we want to view on this first screen, but I can see all of my salespeople. I can click and find specific salespeople. I can search by date. For the rest of us, we'll have reports that are built here that allow us to go into, for instance, the West region, and I can see all of the plans that are out here for the West region, automatically sorted and filtered. I can go into any one of them that I want. Again, we'll control this via who can look at this. But when I click on this, I go directly into the coaching plan for Aaron, and if I've attached it, I can go directly into his metrics as well. When I come back here, looking at the West region, I have the ability to filter on any one of these tabs. I can look at all the ones for a specific salesperson. I can look at all the ones for that have any of these specific other requirements, including by date, professional market. I can search by market as well. Then we'll have additional breakdowns for just the Denver market. Again, so it makes it easy for me to get into the specific areas that I'm looking for. These will all get built out for all of our areas over the next couple weeks. Also, just for one other example, areas of improvement, we'll build the specific reports so that you can very easily click on all the ones and get a report for everybody that's currently under a goal for, let's say, solution creation. This was under skills development, so this was an area of improvement, and all the ones that have this particular area of improvement. So this was an overall funnel strength report. So the reporting will get finalized over the next couple weeks. Wanted to give you an example of the reporting that's coming based on market, region, skill area development, sales professional, all of that. We can then also export this data when we go in to look at all items that are available. We have, through sales operations, through sales effectiveness, we'll be able to pull reporting and put all this into an extract and then be able to pivot, create graphs, create charts for all of this and report monthly on from an operations standpoint. We'll be able to report out exactly what's happening from a Coaching for Sales Success perspective. So that's it.